So, I got into a little PvP fight that started off as a fishing trip. Before we get started, thank you so much to all of my awesome viewers, subscribers, fans, mods, members, and Super Chat heroes. Always going above and beyond for the GeauxBurns Nation, especially during these difficult times. Memberships, Super Chats, always greatly appreciated. Never, ever required. So, I recorded this video, but I'm narrating it after the fact. So there was a daily where I had to catch some smallmouth bass a few days ago, and this random player followed me over here to Clemens Point. And they're pointing a gun at me. I don't know if they're going to shoot me or if they're trying to do the emote, because, you know, sometimes it's difficult with the controllers. I understand, but hey, you're going to point a gun at me, pal. I'll point two guns at you. So Wolfus has his guns out, his revolvers, Lamar, and a Navy revolver ready to go. So I didn't know if this was going to end up being a duel, a standoff, because this looks like a lower level player from just the clothing as well as their horse. I'm thinking that this is probably a low level player. And then they wave at me. I'm like, okay, they're waving at me. I think they get the idea that I have no intention to attack them. I'm just coming over here to catch some smallmouth bass. By the way, this is a great spot for smallmouth bass as well as trout, FYI. And this is where I usually go for both. Well, there's several other good spots for trout and smallmouth bass, but I happen to like this place because it reminds me of one of the chapters in Red Dead Redemption 2. And yes, I am narrating this after the fact. So obviously the random player is, I guess, interested in Galaxy Traveler. Who isn't? The demigod, the horse in many forms across many games and platforms. Everyone loves Galaxy Traveler, no matter what form Galaxy Traveler happens to take. So I decided for once not to go into first person. Normally I like to fish in first person, but just to keep an extra eye on this suspicious rando, because I'm still a little suspicious of them. I don't know if they're up to no good, if they're just hanging out. I don't know what the hell. They're just watching. Maybe they're just there to watch me fish. Maybe they like anglers. I have no idea. I'm more concerned with Wolfus as well as Galaxy Traveler over there and catching the smallmouth bass for my dailies. Now, those look like trout, and I believe they end up being trout, but at the same time, hey, you know, trout's great. It's, you know, whether you're going to sell it to the butcher or hold on to a few for the succulent meat that you can break down for future dailies. That's one reason why you always see me with either some trout or some salmon in my satchel. For the succulent meat are flaky fish meat, which is rock bass, all the various basses, including the pickerels. I think that's all the flaky fish. But anyways, just trying to relax here in Lemoyne, fishing, mind my own business, having to put up with this rando and wondering what are they up to, what's their end game, what's their plan. I was just assuming that they would get bored and, you know, wander off. New to the game, most likely being a rank 16. Still trying to experience everything that Red Dead Online has to offer, along with all the issues, the disconnects, the infinite loading screen bugs, lack of animal spawns, etc., etc. So I'm guessing it was a boredom thing, curiosity. I really don't know why the rando decided to follow me over here, but soon I will discover why. But meanwhile, it's a nice day in Lemoyne, right off of Flatiron Lake. I'm trying to catch these smallmouth bass. If I can catch my smallmouth bass, I will be on my way. Because most of the time when it comes to these dailies, I'm on 3 consoles, 3 platforms, as most of you know. PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So whenever I'm not streaming, I jump on every day on all 3 and knock out what dailies I can knock out and move on to the next console. It's kind of like a chore. But I try to get them over and done with as quickly as possible. From the PS4 to the Xbox One to the PC. Every single day. I really wish we had cross-platform, but at the same time, I do kind of like my 3 characters. Wolfus on PS4, as well as Paula Janine on Xbox, and Emmett McFly over on PC, so that would be a hard choice. That would be a very difficult choice. So it's around this time, things start to unravel a little bit. Yeah, just a little, as I catch this little guy. I'll hold on to him. But you notice that our rando over there is now red, indicating that they've been up to something. Oh, they're pointing a gun at Galaxy Traveler, huh? They're going to shoot at my horse? I don't think so. I'm not about the PvP life, but I'm putting you down, pal. You do not shoot at my horse. I don't care what rank you are. Do not shoot at Galaxy Traveler. Do not shoot at a man or a woman's horse. I mean, that's like one of the worst things you can do in this game. So I thought that shooting him once would teach him some manners. And I decided, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to ride off and feed my horse, tend to its wounds, and then figure out what the hell's going on. Was it an accident? I doubt it. So I ride over there to see what the rando's doing. And of course the rando was shooting at me, and I put him down again. And normally, like I say, I try to avoid PvPing. Every now and then it's fun in this game. I know a lot of you love PvPing, that's fine, to each their own. I'm more into the grinding life, knocking out the dailies and doing other stuff, especially when we eventually have new content. So I assume that shooting the rando twice was maybe enough to deter them, right? I mean, I'm 2-0 right now against the rando, and obviously the rando's a lower rank than me. So I'm still trying to avoid going on the offensive. I'm basically defensive at the moment. They start shooting at me again, trying to hide behind their horse. Didn't save them. So now it's 3-0 Wolfits. And it's becoming very clear that they're no match to me. Even though I am obviously not the best PvP player, I know enough about this game over the past year playing it since the beta to know how to use tonics, to keep my cores up, and to keep my distance, and to basically just do what you can to outfight the enemy that you're up against. And the truth is, I'm not really interested in going aggressive here or going on the offensive. I just want to go back to fishing. I just want to catch my smallmouth bass, get the daily, get my nuggets, and move on. So I'm not abandoning this fishing hole. I'm not leaving. I'm on the defensive, and of course they attempt to attack me again. It goes really well for them. Now I think it's 4-0, right? So I'm getting the XP, I'm getting the kills, and you think after being murdered 4 times, the rando would get the message that obviously they're no match for me. And I was thinking, okay, I might want to go a little long range, but I need to clean the bolt action. So I switched back to my revolvers. And I do like using the Lamar and the Navy revolver, so I use them both. And of course, they haven't learned their lesson. So me and Galaxy Traveler go back in, and we take care of them once more. So that's what, 5-0 now? 5-0? I mean, you think by now, I'm not griefing them, I'm not attacking them, I'm not going on the offensive, I'm just being defensive here. I'm on the defensive, I'm defending myself in Galaxy Traveler, but I want to go back fishing. So I figure if I kill them maybe once or twice more, maybe they'll realize that they're not going to beat me. I mean, they may get a few hits on me, but right now it's very lopsided because obviously I'm a higher rank, I have more experience than they have, but it's a flight or flight mentality, and I prefer fighting, but I'm not going to fly it away. I'm not leaving. This is my hole. This is my turf right now, and it's just nonsense. So I decided to go for a range attack here and got him with a sniper because obviously I need to clean the bolt action. I don't want to clean the bolt action because that would give them an opportunity to kill Wolfus, so I'll just stick with the other weapons in my disposal. Why my bolt action needs to be cleaned, I guess I need some gun oil or to go to the gun store. Normally I do a pretty good job of keeping my guns clean, but for some reason during this fishing trip I didn't have my guns as nice and clean as they should have been. But it's okay. We're still doing good with the sniper and our revolvers. But at the same time, I wonder what the mindset of this low-level player is right now. You've been killed, what, 6, 7 times now by me? And you haven't even come close to killing me. And yet I keep murdering you over and over and over again. So I wonder if they're having a good time, if they're getting pissed because I keep killing them, and they just want to try and get one kill on me, and that way they could DM me L's and call it a day. I really don't know, but it's the same issue. I have no interest in going after them. I recognize that they're no match for me, but I want to get my dailies done. And there they go. They're shooting once again. All right, fine. So I'm going in more close range, so I switch from my bolt action, my Carcano rifle, to my revolvers, dual wielding. And it's one of my favorite things to do. And they're being a little bit smarter here. They're being more strategic. They're trying to gain the advantage from attacking me from, I guess, a fortified position in these rocks. So I mosey around the rocks, trying to find them. And of course, you have the haze coming in, the sun setting, and the trees, the leaves, giving them some cover, some protection. and they have the high ground, kind of like Obi-Wan before them. But will it work out for them? I don't think so. I mean, spoiler alert, it's not going to work out. Hasn't worked out for them so far. So I get the high ground. I pull the reverse Obi-Wan on them. And what is it now? 7, 8 to none. I'm starting to lose count right now. I mean, it is entertainment for me. I'm actually enjoying this. But once again, most of the time I don't care for PvP. I just want to go back to fishing. I guess I could give the rando credit. At least they didn't attack me while I was fishing, but why they decided to attack Galaxy Traveler, I don't know. Maybe Galaxy Traveler looked at him funny, or maybe they were just jealous of the fact that Galaxy Traveler's a way nicer horse than they are, but Galaxy Traveler's more than a horse to me. So, you know, that's on you. Alright, so right now they're trying to take cover behind this tree in order to try to get a shot on me. Meanwhile, Galaxy Traveler and Wolfus are doing pretty well, avoiding being killed. Alright, so they have the haze, they have some trees to their advantage. Will they get me this time? No, they didn't. So it's either what, 9 or 10 kills now? Yeah, I mean, as you can tell, it's become very lopsided. And I'm not posting this to brag. I just find it funny that some players think that they can take on high levels. And this is not the first time this has happened to me and others in various posses. I'm a ranked 200 player on the PS4. I've been playing since launch. And I think this player's ranked 16. And they've been killed at least 10 times. 10 to a dozen times so far. And they keep coming. I mean, I guess I gotta admire them. I mean, maybe they just really like PvP and maybe it's helping them get better. You know, learning from their mistakes. But I don't understand the mindset of trying to pick a fight with somebody and you just keep getting your ass handed to you. I mean, if somebody in the comment section can explain this, feel free and let me know. But right now, the haze is setting in, the fog's setting in, so the visibility is going down because, you know, Rockstar loves their fog and their haze. And right now I'm being a little bit more cautious and thinking, okay, maybe they're finally going to go away because they haven't attacked me in the past few seconds. But no, here they come. Once again into the breach. And I just don't understand the mindset. And not even the fog and the haze and the sunlight could save them. The truth is, the sun was at my advantage because it was at my back, and they were having to look in the sun to come after me, so it was a stupid strategy all around. So what is it, 11, 12, 13 kills for me now, 0 for them. And, you know, they've gotten a few hits, but I quickly replenishing my cores with the tonics. And notice I'm using my white tonics instead of the yellow tonics, because all I'm trying to do is just keep the circle up. I don't need to waste the gold ones against this guy or girl. I'm not assuming anything. Except for that they're not very good at PvP. I mean, granted, I'm not either. But at the same time, it does boggle the mind as to why this player... You know, maybe it just comes down to boredom, right? Because even though they're new to the game, they probably don't have access to the roles yet. Like the Moonshiner role. But definitely not the Moonshiner role. Not the Collector role, Bounty Hunter role, or the Trader role. My advice is check out my guides video. You know, there's lots of new roles for new players. A lot of stuff for you to do in the game. But for veteran players like myself, there's not as much stuff to do besides grinding for gold, do the daily challenges, and earning money, and in the hopes of a future update to Red Dead Online. But yes, the sun's setting, still some visibility issues, waiting for them to attack again, because I feel like by now, oh, they're just going to keep coming after me. So I might as well just keep up this little fight and see how long it lasts. Now it's gotten to the point where I'm just curious, like, are they actually going to get a single kill on me? Are they actually going to do it? Because if they do it, I guess that would be worthy of a golf clap. Oh, and they're shooting at me again, so the wait is over. They've decided to mount yet another brave, foolish offensive against Wolfus and Galaxy Traveler. And they shoot Galaxy Traveler. That is a big no-no. That's when I got salty. Up until this point, it was all fun and games to me. I wasn't taking it personally, even though they shot at Galaxy Traveler, starting this whole thing to begin with while I was fishing. Now I'm starting to go on the offensive. And as punishment, I'm taking their horse, because obviously they don't know how to go into the settings yet and make it to where no one else can steal your horse. Might as well. I mean, if they're going to shoot somebody's horse, then they themselves do not deserve to have a horse. But unlike them, see, I don't intentionally shoot somebody's horse. I'll take your horse away from you and embarrass the hell out of you in the process, but no, I'm not going to shoot your horse unless it's an accident. That does happen to us all. So the main reason why I got some distance between me and them was to also make sure Galaxy Traveler was okay. And, you know, even though Galaxy Traveler's pissed as well because they're following me and they want revenge. They're like, hey, don't shoot me. I'm a demigod. How dare you? I take mini forms across many games and platforms. But don't worry, we're going to get some revenge on Galaxy Traveler. Oh, yes, we are. Because right now, I've gone from defensive, I'm on the offensive. I'm no longer waiting for them to come after me. I'm going after them. Because this has made me salty as fuck. You can shoot at me, but don't shoot someone's horse. How dare you? Alright, so now I have the high ground once again. They almost get me there. They almost killed me, but it wasn't enough. I put a few bullets into them, gave them some of that delicious vitamin lead. And I think it's at this point that they're starting to realize that I'm pissed. That I'm no longer interested in just simply waiting for them to come after me. I'm going after them. And it's kind of changed the game a little bit for them. Because up to this point, they were able to come after me on the offensive to their heart's content. But the moment they shot Galaxy Traveler and nearly killed Galaxy Traveler, even though, spoilers, Galaxy Traveler cannot be killed, yeah, just a little mad, just a little cross, a little salty. Now I'm waiting for them again. The downside to having the horse lantern is at night they can't see you. So I think at this point they're trying to get away. They've decided they've had enough. But nope, I'm going to give them a nice little parting gift. Because it's pretty clear that they weren't coming after me. It looks like he got his horse back and he was trying to get out of there. But like I said, I'm done being on defensive. I'll chase them off. But if they keep coming after me, I'll keep shooting them. So now we gotta look through the fog. We're trying to find where they went. And I'm gonna keep chasing them until they finally leave me alone. Whether or not they do it this time remains to be seen. But let me know below in the comment section, what are some tips and tricks on what you like to do when it comes to dealing with low-level players? How do you, I guess, persuade them to bugger off, right? I mean, do you do stuff similar to what I do? Just, you know, keep killing them like a dozen or so times before they finally get the message and leave you the hell alone? Like he's finally doing, seeing he's hauling ass. He's gone. He's done. He's had enough of this fight. So anyways, that was my little trip trying to catch some smallmouth bass in order to get a daily. So from fishing to PvPing, that didn't turn out so well for that low-level player, but maybe they learned a valuable lesson not to mess with an upper level. Maybe or maybe not.